As India commemorates the 27th Kargil Vijay Diwas, the nation remembers the heroes whose courage turned impossible missions into historic victories. The Kargil War was not won by weapons alone. It was won through unwavering resolve, selfless service, and the indomitable spirit of India's soldiers. Among those immortal heroes was a young army officer from Nagaland, whose extraordinary bravery continues to inspire every Indian. His name was Captain Kargil Vijay, a brave son of the nation who laid down his life for the tricolor and was posthumously awarded the Mahavir Chakra, India's second highest wartime gallantry award. Today we bring you the remarkable story of the barefoot warrior of Tololing. June 1999, the battle for Tololing had become one of the fiercest engagements of Operation Vijay. Enemy forces occupied the dominating heights while Indian soldiers fought uphill through freezing temperatures, rugged cliffs and relentless enemy fire. Among them was Captain Kargil Vijay of the 2 Rajputana Rifles, entrusted with leading one of the most challenging assaults of the operation. As his team climbed the steep, snow-covered cliffs, Captain Kargil Vijay realized that his combat boots were slipping on the icy surface, making the advance almost impossible. What he did next became one of the most inspiring chapters in the history of the Indian Army. Without a moment's hesitation, he removed his boots and continued the assault barefoot, scaling the freezing cliff with sheer determination. Every step reflected one unwavering belief that no obstacle was greater than the duty to protect the nation. Despite the biting cold and intense enemy fire, Captain Kargil Vijay led his men from the front. He reached the enemy position, engaged in fierce hand-to-hand combat, eliminated enemy soldiers and inspired his troops to press forward with renewed determination. Even after sustaining grievous injuries, he refused to retreat. He continued fighting until his last breath, making the supreme sacrifice in the line of duty. His courage and leadership proved instrumental in the success of the Tololing operation and strengthened India's march towards victory in the Kargil War. In recognition of his exceptional gallantry beyond the call of duty, Captain Kargil Vijay was posthumously awarded the Mahavir Chakra, one of India's highest wartime honors. His story is not just one of the story of one soldier, it is the story of India's unity. A brave son of Nagaland serving in the 2 Rajputana Rifles, he showed that when the nation calls, every Indian stands together under one tricolor. Today, his name is etched forever at the Kargil War Memorial in Dras, reminding every visitor that India's freedom has been safeguarded through the courage and sacrifice of extraordinary soldiers. Now let's listen to our Bureau Chief's ground report.
Kargil Vijay Diwas is not merely a celebration of military victory. It is a tribute to extraordinary courage, unwavering duty, and the supreme sacrifice of India's brave soldiers. Among the countless heroes of the Kargil War stands a young officer from Nagaland, whose courage has become part of the Indian Army's finest traditions, Captain Kargil Vijay, awarded the Mahavir Chakra posthumously. June 1999, the icy heights of Tololing in the Kargil sector had become one of the fiercest battlefields of Operation Vijay. Enemy forces occupied dominating positions, and every meter of the steep, snow-covered mountains came at the cost of blood and sacrifice. Leading his men from 2 Rajputana Rifles, Captain Kargil Vijay was tasked with capturing a heavily defended enemy position. As the assault began, he realized that his combat boots were slipping on the icy rocks, making the climb almost impossible. What followed became one of the most inspiring acts of courage in the history of Indian Army. Without hesitation, Captain Kargil Vijay removed his boots and began climbing the freezing near vertical cliff barefoot. It was a decision driven by one purpose alone: to accomplish the mission and assured that the tricolor would fly victorious over Tololing. Despite the extreme cold and enemy fire, he led the assault from the front. Reaching the enemy bunker, he engaged the intruders in close combat. eliminating several enemy soldiers and inspiring his men to press forward. Even after sustaining critical injuries, he refused to retreat. He continued fighting until he made the supreme sacrifice in the service of the nation. Captain Nikejako Kenguruse's extraordinary leadership and indomitable courage played a vital role in the success of the Tololin operations. For displaying exceptional gallantry beyond the call of duty, he was posthumously awarded the Mahavir Chakra, India's second highest wartime gallantry award. Today, his story is remembered not only as a tale of battlefield heroism, but as a timeless example of selfless service. A son of Nagaland, Captain Nikejako Kenguruse proved that India's unity forged through the courage of brave hearts from every corner of the nation. His name, etched on the walls of Kargil War Memorial in Grass, reminds every visitor that freedom is never free. It is earned and protected by soldiers who place the nation above their own lives. Captain Nikejako Kenguruse did not climb Tololin merely without boots. He climbed it with unshakable determination, unmatched courage, and an unwavering commitment to India. His sacrifice continues to inspire nations of soldiers, generations of soldiers, and citizens alike, reminding us that the strength of our nation lies in the character of those who defend it. From the icy heights of Kargil to the hearts of every India, to every Indian, the legacy of Captain Nikejako Kenguruse lives on. Jai Hind, this is Tejut Nakro reporting for Sudarshan World. Kargil.
So yes, Captain Nikejako Kenguruse did not simply climb the icy heights of Tololing without boots. He climbed them with courage that conquered fear, determination that overcame adversity, and patriotism that placed the nation above self. His life reminds us that the true strength of India lies not only in its weapons, but in the character, courage, and sacrifice of the men and women who wear the uniform. As we honor the heroes of Kargil on this Kargil Vijay Diwas, the story of Captain Nikejako Kenguruse will continue to inspire generations of Indians to serve with the nation, the courage, integrity, and selfless devotion. Their sacrifice gave India victory. Their legacy gives India strength. Jai Hind.